Hello there everybody, my name is Bloomer Brown and welcome back to Stellaris. We are in the Voon system with the good ship Lurian, which is scanning this the Voon star, which is a class M red dwarf star, and we have actually found some energy credits available out here. There is not a lot in the Voon system, it has to be said. We don't seem to have any habitable worlds at all. There is a moon there that is well, that's a toxic wasteland, and Voon 5, yeah, that's another. And we have constructed something. Okay, surface construction. Let's get in and have a little peekaboo at what we have managed to build. Oh yes, we've cleared out the thingamajig, the toxic wasteland or the slums or something that was sitting here, and cold wind steps with sparse vegetation. We could build another power plant here. Or we could build a basic science lab out here, which would kind of help us. It will take electric charge to run, or energy credits to run. It'll start giving us a lot of science though. Do we have a basic science lab on the planet at the moment? We must do, mustn't we? Oh, maybe we don't. Mining network, power plant. How did we manage to do anything if we didn't have a... Okay, we're going to put a science lab on the planet, and probably the best place to put it is into that slot right there. And we're also going to build... Okay, we don't... Oh, we do. We are going to also build another power plant here to try and give us some extra power credits, because we are going to need those. So, let's see how our scan of the Voon system is coming. Yeah, we're just going to zoom in our ship. Okay, we have found some engineering research out here. As I said, there's some energy. I'm going to warp time forward just a little bit to see if we can get to something exciting. Yes. So I haven't... this is actually just being recorded straight after the last episode. So I'm probably not even going to be bothered to explain what's been going on. I haven't even seen the original footage. So yeah, there's nothing really here. I think we are going to actually build a second science ship just to start speeding up. Okay, we actually don't have enough mining resources. Okay, we are in trouble already. Would appear. So yeah, we need to start finding some more resources to mine, so we're getting 2 out of that. Okay, system survey complete. Excellent. So the Voon system. Read some energy. Engineering. I'm actually gonna tick that on so that when we go up to... Okay. Special project complete. Okay, here we go. The spaceborne life forms, which the Brownian head of society research has come to refer to as T-Yankee, are docile creatures capable of accessing some lower dimension of subspace. They roam from system to system with relative ease, though nearly the same ease as the Brownian fleets. That doesn't really... Anyway, they graze the gases common to the upper layers of many gas giants. It is highly unlikely, to say the least, that this is their only food source, but intake of other nutrients has yet to be observed. They will rarely, if ever, attack. Even when provoked, they can safely be ignored. Okay, so these are kind of the space whales. Let's see, can we actually see some of these guys? Hunting them would be a nut loss anyway. Yes, it probably would. So no, there's no space whales on the map at this moment. Yeah, they just kind of spawn in, they warp in and warp out. They kind of gather at the edge of the solar system. They don't really do anything. They're quite docile and pleasant. Anyway, our science ship, I'm just going to slow time down there a little bit. Just a normal speed. There's nothing major is happening yet. And we are going to warp out to... Now we might as well get everything that's kind of close to us. We can go to... I'm going to hold shift and I'm going to go to the Hellcrox. We're going to survey. Can I not do that? I think I can. And survey this system as well. So it's going to make a jump into potentially hospitable. Okay, so we've got a potential habitable planet there, which would kind of give us an extra star system to colonize when we're ready to do it. So yeah, so by holding shift and going through this, we can kind of stack up things. So yeah, these are owned kind of under our jurisdiction, but we don't have any thing in there at the moment. But this is looking quite good at potentially habitable. It might even end up being slightly better than our own solar system. So Hixeros 2, which is a tundra world. That's a good sign. World size 18. Not quite sure what the world size thing is like at the moment. Again, a kind of a sparse solar system. Yeah, definitely nothing there. You know, the gas giant. There may be some moons there. There is a moon there I can see. We might be able to do some mining, and maybe out here we'll be able to do some mining as well. Barren world. Because mining is something that we kind of need to do. I mean, we are building up our resources once again, but it would be kind of nice to get some extra mining underway and get our construction ship. So we can build a Corvette. We can't build yeah, so we're running low on materials. It's something that hasn't happened to me in the other playthrough. It was energy that was kind of bothering me. I'm just going to right click and get rid of that. And has our ship warped on? It has, I think. So it's moved on to the next system. And we're going to let it do that because we need to... Oh yeah, they're already doing its scans. We need energy and resources. Our construction ship can actually warp out here as well, and maybe we're going to warp out to there. Should we go and have a look at the construction ship as it's warping out? Why not, I suppose. Because it is impressive. We didn't really get a good look at the saving. That happens quite frequently. But when you realise when you've paused and you've made 1,000 decisions, yeah, you can see why it saves quite so much. And so we are getting close. It's going to head out. It's engaging its warp drive and poof, gone. That's it. Gone. Yeah, we can't actually even follow it in through the warp. So yeah. Oops, we have something happening here. At least one of the Penantia buildings is missing something. Okay, so yeah, we need personnel to actually run this. And we need personnel to run the science lab. Yeah, population growth, and we are slow breeders. So that is going to start to become something of a little problem for us. We also don't have population enough for that to do. Yeah, the slow breeder thing is probably going to start to limit us slightly. So yeah, there's the warp drive cooling down. You can see the little warp effects. Something you can actually see as well is if another fleet comes in. Okay, so we wanted to... Oh yeah, that's right. I wanted to actually do something. That's why I came here for a reason. I came here to kick ass. Okay, we don't even have enough resources to build a mining station. Wow, we're in a bad shape. Alright, as I say, it was the solar system that I started off in the other game, and yeah, resources were not much of a problem, energy was mostly what started to slow me down, and apparently slow population growth is going to stagger me a little bit in this as well, but that's the point of a strategy game. It's not supposed to be super easy. So yeah, we are kind of just stuck waiting for things to kind of happen now. So let's just accelerate time. Yeah, so let's go into the Hixeros system and have a little peek. Has it got to this? Oh, it's coming to this planet now, I think. Yeah, this is going to be interesting to see how habitable this is going to be. Is it bigger than our home system, than our home planet? Yeah, you can actually rename the systems as well. to suit your own needs. What is the planet size of Gaia? Let's see, does it say it here, or do we actually have to go back? I think we have to go back. So 16, so it is actually... yes, it's habitable, and we can colonize. Oh yes, we can actually 80% habitability. That's actually pretty decent. So it's a tundra world. We've got some what is it, engineering research resource that we can mine off the planet, which is a bit strange, but it works. It works. It does balance out. So yeah, it's a little bit bigger than our home world. Not that we're, you know, struggling with population at this point. These models are actually very, very abnormal conditions. As our spaceship scans the surface of Hexeros 4A, it becomes quite clear that we have found something out of the ordinary. Its composition and history provides it with extra materials that we should take opportunity to gather. We will surely come across even more irregularities like this as we survey new planets, and should not underestimate the impact on our expansion. Intriguing. Situation log, no entries. Okay, so is he going to do something with that, or has he done something with that? Oh, we've got more mining resources. Oh, that's exactly what we want. We should get our construction ship out here post haste. There's nothing in the Voon system, is there? What was it we were looking for in the Voon system? It was energy. I'm not doing too bad on energy. I'm a little bit more worried about actual mineral resource at the moment. And since Hexeros is in our sort of saving, just a little bit there, a little bit of stall, we are going to take our science ship, our construction ship out here rather, and we are going to, we could get more energy from that. We are going to head out here and we're going to build a mining station.
Survey complete.
Okay, so we've already preloaded the orders into this ship, so it's gonna head off and warp out, and there it goes. It's almost gone. It's almost gone. There it goes, warping out. I love that. I don't know, I just love that whole warp drive thing. Construction complete. Gives finished surface construction queue. So what are we looking at in here? I think that may just be another. Do we build something else? Power plant. Something's happening. Hostile fleets present. At least one hostile fleet is present in the same system as one of our fleets or planets. Okay, so I think we've wandered into Ziobir. So, okay, that's our science ship that has wandered in, I think. Okay, so we have encountered some form of alien vessels in the Ziobir system. These strange objects have been flagged as beta aliens until we can learn more about them. We should proceed with caution. Very much so. Yes, and because our ship is on evasive, Star Wars is currently attempting to evade them. I'm just going to head in there and because I do not. Oh, yeah, it's just warping back to Hexeros, which it knows is safe. I'm going to have a little look at these aliens and see what exactly they are. We're going to do our sort of long-range scans on them and figure out what their intents are and what their capabilities are, and see if it is safe to enter that system or not. They seem hostile, so I would doubt that they are pretty. It is pretty safe to be here. This actually looks like a pretty good solar system. It's a very kind of almost our solar system analog with the gas giants out there, and there could be a lot of mining to be had in here, asteroids and everything, molten worlds. You can actually get resources from them as well. Yes. See, just checking my recording time. I don't know how long the first episode went on, but anyway, so our construction ship is at Hexeros, and it's heading in to build a mining station, the all-important mining station that will give us the resources we need to start building up things. So, let's check our spaceport. We were going to build a colony ship, or do we want to build another science ship? Another science ship would help with the exploration quite a bit. I'm going to pause again, just for a second. And I'm going to have a little bit of a look at the galactic map. You can just press E for that as well. So we have got hostiles down there. And if they're hostiles, I think they might just end up sitting around down there. So I am going to take this out to the UNIF system. And we're going to do a little survey. And we're going to try and attempt to survey Bazkarat as well. Yeah. Definitely worth a look. I think this is our warp limit, is it? Yes, we can't see the star, but we can warp to it. That little ring around there when we're dealing with, I'm just going to unfreeze time again, is how we deal with our, is how far you can make a jump. Some of these things you cannot make a jump across huge rifts in space like this, which kind of slows things down development wise for a little while. I'm sure we can get into there at some point. That's going to be interesting. A little isolated star there, God knows what kind of life is present there. The universe can throw up strange things in isolation. Actually, out towards the outer edges of a galaxy is somewhere around here where there's been enough stellar explosions to create the heavier elements as a greater density than there will be way out on the edge. Our planet is somewhere kind of in a region somewhere like this, or maybe somewhere then about there or something. I think it's like 100,000 light years across our galaxy, and we're 30 from the center, so 50. So it would be kind of a region like this, which gives you protection from the barrage of stellar explosions that will be happening in around the core of the galaxy, but yet you're not completely isolated and not getting all the good stuff, the heavy elements. Back to the game while I'm warbling along. So what's our construction ship is still working. Are we getting some kind of a time penalty or something on this, is what I'm wondering. Or maybe it's just that the early game was so new to me that it was as if it was we can build a frontier outpost. Uninhabited star systems and expand your borders can be built in orbit around a star. Oh, I would really like to do that. It costs us influence though, which I'm not really sure how we can keep built at this point. Would be nice to expand. I'm going to build a second starship, I think. Well, I have several starships at this point. I'm going to build a second science ship. What have we got here? Structure and construction of the mining station, Hexeros. Okie doke. What's our construction ship going to do now? I think our construction ship is going to build another mining outpost over here just to... okay, let's see. Void clouds. An investigation into a peculiar cluster of debris and space dust has yielded surprising results. It is a particular cloud bristling with a powerful charge of unknown origin that has no business exhibiting simple reflexive actions, let alone movements with purpose. And yet it does. Okay, so we may have found some kind of energy being that is able to manipulate dust and debris. There is some undeniably ominous about the hazy object of the relayed videos and video feeds. I beg your pardon. Perhaps there are things in the universe we should not tangle with. Let's watch it, but not interfere with it. I think we're going to stay away from that for a while. So what system was that in? That was over here. I think that was our hostile over here, wasn't it? We're using kind of hostile system, alien vessels. I think that might have been the thing that we encountered over here, which is a bit suspicious. We don't really know if it's hostile or not. Let me see. Contacts. Yeah, we haven't really contacted any others. Yeah, that's our planet. Yeah. We could head back there. I would rather head back there with a little bit of protection though, rather than trying to risk a science ship. I have lost science ships before by being a little bit too aggressive in trying to get them out to research stars and things like that, and it is not worth it, let me tell you that. We could try to harvest some more energy from Voon, because all of these planetary base things that we're building are kind of draining that. I did want to think about a starship. We do have, isn't there a habitable planet around Hexeros that is pretty decent? We could try to colonize that. Yeah, I think it's pretty early in the game. But for the fun of it, I think I'm going to actually go back. We're going to get to our spaceport, and if we have the resources, what's this? Science ship, construction ship. Oh wait, we have to upgrade before we get our colony ship. We haven't researched our colony ship yet. That's right. Let's see how our science is progressing on that. Powered exoskeleton, orbitals array. Okay, actually, we don't seem to have our colony ships just yet. I thought we had them. Unless I've just missed something, but I don't think we actually have. No, we haven't researched our colony ship yet. Construction ship, science ship, spaceport upgrade. Not sure what this does. Haven't done it yet. So yeah, we can't actually. I'm going to actually build another Corvette just because I've got the resources. Well, I don't really have the resources, but I do kind of want to have the first task force. Yeah, we can rename that, can't we? To what we want to. Feed order finished. Okay, so we're deriving a little bit more energy from the Hexeros system. Boo, 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 boo. I'm going to bump up the time speed just a little more until we get some events happening here, because things are starting to run a little bit slow, and we want to get our resources coming up. Okay, so now we're going to stop. What's this? Engineering. There are engineering technologies available for research. Excellent. So we've basically completed our research on what it was. I cannot remember. I can't remember. What were we researching in engineering? I can't remember. Let's see what we are going to research next. Mineral storage capacity. Corvette assembly. Oh, this is actually quite a good one. Spaceport level 2. Gonna take what, 480 days, or 480 engineering research points, which is this thing here that we're seeing under the star, under some of the planets and things. This little thing where we can build our little mining outpost. So I'm going to take the improved spaceport. We can research that. Unpause the game. So yeah, things are progressing a little slowly. Okay, so we have finished building our Corvette, our new Corvette. Let's actually head out and see how our little we're going to focus the camera just on this. See what we have found out here in the UNIF system. So we found more resources. We are going to get our starship, mining vessel, the good ship, a Sulugarian out here, and we're going to build a mining vessel out here, 90, and it's going to cost us 1 in electrics, but it's going to give us 2, which is great because we really need to start mining a little bit more. So it's a K-class star, main sequence. Which one are these? Up to 30 billion. Okay, so these are slightly smaller than orange dwarfs. Okay, so they are slightly bigger than red dwarfs and slightly smaller than ours. Ooh, Bazkarat. Okay, it's paused. Bascarat. We have encountered some form of alien vessels in the Bascarat system. These strange objects have been flagged as gamma aliens. Until we can learn more about them, we should proceed with caution. Interesting. Okay. I'm going to pause this. Situation log. Investigate the gamma. Oh, we never researched these guys. Okay. Okay, so we're going to research this, and we're going to research this. I didn't realize that that was a thing. I also want to head over into the Bascarat system, see if I can get a... Oh dear. Okay.
Unknown spacefaring entities. We can learn more about them.
Oh, okay.
First contact by completing the appropriate
yeah, I'm just gonna quieten down my AI guy. We are definitely getting the hell away from the Bascarat system. No. I mean, the first fleet, our first task force there could easily come in and take out one of these. I reckon, if we attacked it. Dear God, is there anything in here that is of any use to us at all, really? We've got a gas giant with a dead, lifeless moon around it. Bascarat 3 Baron. We've got a G-type star, actually, which our sun is a G-type star. No, I don't think it's worth... just from experience, I kind of know what these things are already, and yeah, you don't really want to be sending your science vessel anywhere near them. Like I said in the last episode, this thing is not the Starship Enterprise, and yeah, I think it's evading at the moment anyway. So let's find somewhere else to send it. Can we warp out to there? No, we can't warp out to there. So science, the science ship can warp out to there. Okay, we're going to survey that system rather than flee. We're going to flee off that way, and hope we don't run into anything else. So the Bascarat system, not somewhere we want to go for the meantime. And there we go, warping away, heading out. Oh, it's evading. It's heading this way. Okay, I was hoping it would just kind of follow my instructions and do as I said, but no, it's warping back to UNIF system, and our construction ship has arrived in UNIF and is... Oh, it's just arrived, yeah, and it's going to get ahead and start building that mining station that we need so badly to gather up some resources, because we are kind of lacking. Well, we're not doing as bad. But with ship maintenance, we are actually, monthly gains, we are actually producing more than we are losing, which is good, but just for big projects, because we want to kind of start expanding rapidly. We need to find some star systems that could support us. Let's see. We haven't unlocked that science yet, have we? Energy conservation. I think that's almost on 2%. Okay. Oh wow, this is a new one I haven't seen. A small celestial object with pronounced gaseous and particulate trails was recently observed in the Apollo system. Its passing was uneventful. It is a good omen. I don't know that it's a good omen or not, but it's a thing anyway. Wow, so we have comets in our star system. That was in the Apollo system, wasn't it? Yeah, that was pretty cool. A little comet went by.
Special project complete.
Okay, so the void unclouded. The void clouds are, as far as Brownian researchers can tell, among the oldest entities in the universe. They seem to have originated just a scant few billion... among the oldest entities in the universe, just a few billion years after matter as we know it first appeared. The tremendous forces of the young cosmos making something out of nothing. They would have been stars once, but were not. Okie doke. Explaining their apparent animal intelligence is more difficult, but the answer might be in the abnormally strong electromagnetic fields that keep them together. another product of their primordial beginnings. It is not inconceivable that, given enough time, the circulation of its strange stardust and gravitatic field, gravitational, it should be not gravitatic, that's an impossible pronunciation for me, aligned in a flexible approximation of neural pathways. Moreover, the clouds seem to be receiving impulses from one another, and if not outright communicating, light years apart. Whoa. So quantum entanglement is suspected to play a role in this phenomenon. Okay, yeah, quantum entanglement is actually a real thing as well. Einstein referred to it as spooky action at a distance. And interestingly enough, if you want to have a look into such things, teleportation is a thing that has been done using quantum entanglement. It is not a thing of science fiction anymore. It has actually been done. It was only some sort of a particle that they managed to teleport, but they did it and managed to prove that they did it. They will not stand there. Can these impulses be traced? I mean, I don't really like that. As a likeliest to avoid cloud systems to the situation like that, yeah. I wonder, could we use them for some kind of a thing ourselves? I think, yeah, definitely, because we are sort of a science type. I'm gonna just get in and have a look at this thing again. Where is it? Oh, okay, it's not. Okay, so it's Earth or Gaia science thing. So yeah, I definitely think we're going to add these to our situation thing here. To trace these impulses. Okie doke. Let's see what our situation log is looking like. Investigating the gamma aliens. Quantum entanglement plans is a track on the map.
Research complete.
So we're going to track these drifting clouds. Okay. Void cloud. All void clouds are entangled with one another on the quantum level. So this is probably going to give us maybe. Could this unlock some sort of another sort of travel system for us? I don't know, is that possible? All travel things are possible in this, so maybe it could open some kind of a wormhole that we could maybe use. And we're also investigating the gamma aliens still. Okay, so what have we got? Technology research, orbital energy conservation. Okay, so let's get some new research in here in our physics department. Planet fortification, research speed, that would be good. Energy storage capacity, survey speed. I think we're going to go for research speed because that's going to speed up all our research by using some kind of computing. Yeah, I think we're going to take that. Fleet order finished. Completed construction of a mining station in orbit of UNIF 4. Okay, excellent. I'm just going to slow down. Complete. Ooh, special project complete. Okay, so these crystalline entities, I kind of know what they are already. The reports of extraordinary free-floating crystal-like objects observed in certain systems have been investigated. The ship-sized objects and their slightly smaller but equally crystal-like satellites at first appeared inert, but sudden shifts of their orientation relative to our ships and new energy signatures emerging from within these prisms indicated that they might be alive. A fascinating prospect, to be sure. But they should be approached with caution, that's for sure. Our best and brightest are standing by to study these entities. Issue a specific project for remote study of the crystals. We are going to research them just because we are tracking these clouds to try and see if we can figure out another way of getting ourselves through from system to system. I'm just going to close off that. Let's have a quick look at what's happening on the map view. Where is our science ship? Our science ship is sitting here. Oh, this looks like a black hole. That very much looks like a black hole to me. Yamek's Singularity. Oh, I really want to get out there and have a look at that. So we can warp. So we're going to warp out here just before we finish up. We're going to Saving, very good. Survey the system. We're going to survey this system, and then we're going to survey that system, because I'm sure that anything we can learn from a black hole will be very, very interesting indeed. So yes, I think that will pretty much do it for this episode. Oh, I see. This must be not yet surveyed by our empire. This must be where the holes lead. They must lead into these systems. So perhaps if we approach them with a ship, I might get a Corvette or something, sacrifice a Corvette and maybe approach one of these clouds and see if we can actually jump, because if we could jump over there, that would be would put us out very far from the rest of the Empire and the home system. Dear God, yeah, maybe that is what is going on, and that's that, because I don't really know what this is. Oh yeah, it looks like we can warp out there through the cloud. Oh, that's incredible. So we have discovered wormholes. Yeah, okay, that is great. That is very cool, and I'm very, very happy with that. Oh, there must be other ones out here. Are these wormholes as well? Okay. So it seems as if, to me, I'm going to have a little bit of a look at this, but oh, it seems like there's more of them appearing. These must be where the wormholes are leading. So this must be a
special project complete.
Special project complete. Okay. The crystalline entities. The name. It's okay. This is our crystal things. The name itself, a compromise between rival factions of xenobiologists and xenogeologists on Gaia, are most definitely alive. Some overly conservative members of the Brownian academic elite argue that they are silicate animate matter and that they have little in common with biological life. You can actually build biology on silicon as well as on carbon, like ourselves. But the thing is, you don't actually need to. Given the vast abundance of carbon in the universe. So anyway, the vast majority of Interstellar Brownian Technocracy's populace reject the regressive perspective, instead turning their eyes toward the fascinating new horizons that the crystalline entities represent. They are, somewhat regrettably, solitary beings, each individual crystal sovereign, rarely seen with more than one sentinel and a smaller cohort entity. Aside from the cohort and the sentinel entity being subservient to the sovereign of the group, the subtle nuances of the crystalline entity's socio-hierarchical relationships are lost on us. Yes, I could imagine they are. What do large crystalline things have to say to each other, if indeed they do say things? Which does not stop these dynamics from being the subject of fevered study on Gaia. The entities do not seem to mate, and we have yet to observe any crystals that are recognizably older or younger than others. So that represents a problem. How do they get there in the first place? Contrary to an early hypothesis, the shifts in hue between individual crystalline entities seem to be related not to their age but to their latent internal charge, which can be violently unleashed, and it appears as if those sporadic fluctuations in this charge after the refractive properties of the crystal. Okay, so they're basically going to shoot laser beams at us. Boon to the sciences. Find some practical use for this information. Yeah. So this is just due to the interest in having a xenophile ethic. So if we try to find some practical use for this information, does that mean we're going to start trying to instantly survey any crystalline entities as has entered? Oh, that's a lot of energy. As prismatic lenses modifier to our empire. Science, physics science thing will go up by 10%. Whereas if we spend energy, we can instantly survey all the planets, which could be useful. Because all we'd have to do is kind of, and I don't really want to kill them off, but yeah, I think we're just going to take the prismatic lenses, and we can do our own surveying. We're going to give them a wide berth for now. I just don't want to go around the galaxy killing everything needlessly. They're doing their own thing and they seem happy about it, so I just that great boon to the sciences. And I'm going to pause it there, so our drifting clouds thing is still on the go. Okay, and I think I am going to go next and investigate these potential wormholes. That, at least that's what I think they are. But that will be in the next episode. I hope you kind of enjoyed watching this, as I certainly enjoyed playing it, and I'm going to be playing a hell of a lot more of Stellaris. So, thank you for watching. You have been watching Bloomer Brown on YouTube, and I will see you next time.